All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I am Rich Hurst, and tonight joining me in the booth is going to be my good, long time friend, Mark Bristow. Mark, how you doing this evening?
Doing pretty good, Richard. Doing pretty good. Ready to get this thing kicked off and see what NOMA can do at Talladega.
Well, NOMA has done some very exciting things, and tonight is their championship race. So it's going to be some exciting racing as we take a look at the points. There's only 4 drivers that are going to be fighting for the championship here tonight, and it's going to be Robert Duvendak, it's going to be Matthew Fritz, it's going to be Kenneth Redinger, and it's going to be Sean Wilder. And guess what? We do have their driver views for this evening. I'm going to be riding along with Sean Wilder. So that's the view that you will see, and he is actually out there on the track as we speak right now. So he's going to be on your top left screen. You got Duvendak on your top right screen. You got Matthew Fritz on your bottom left, and you got Kenneth Redinger right there on the bottom right. Everybody trying to put in that blazing fast lap, and all the points are pretty much dead even for these top 4 drivers. So it's going to be all or nothing here tonight. So congratulations to them making it to the championship round. Last race of the season, but don't let that get you down, because we got a lot more exciting things to come in the near future, and we will be back for those future events. But while we are waiting for them to put in their blazing fast qualifying laps, I got Nancy Hickox out there saying, "Good evening, race fans. Tonight is the final race of the season, and a championship will be won." And she knows I'll keep y'all informed about where everybody's at on the track. But while we're waiting on them to put in those qualifying laps, let's go ahead and step aside, remove our hats, place our hands over our hearts, and play that beautiful national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, and we are back, and right now we are going to be riding with, that's going to be Russ Hancock. He's going to be in that number 343, and I believe that is the Klondike machine. So, got to ask yourself, what will you do for a Klondike bar? Mark, I know you love them Klondikes. I'm a fat kid, so I know I love those Klondikes.
I mean, I wouldn't do much for a Klondike. Now, if you offered me a taco, I'd do sketchy things for tacos.
Well, right now we're riding around with Joey Hickox, and he is out there. So far, he is holding a fifth place position on the ticker. Now that is subject to change, but I believe qualifying is actually over. So we're gonna have to go look at those results, and the results are in. It's just like the lottery. And let me get up to first place position. There we go. Randy Bonomi, he is going to take the pole here tonight. Robert Duvendak, he is going to take the outside lane in second. Redinger, he is going to be starting in third. You got Robert Morrison going to be starting in fourth. Joey Hickox just barely got his lap in for fifth. And you got Justin Parham, he's going to be starting in sixth. Sean Wilder, one of our playoff drivers, he's supposed to have a P by his name, but he does not. But he is going to be in the top four. He is going to be starting seventh. Eighth is going to be Mark Vega. Ninth is going to be Tyler Hurt. And Russ Hancock is going to wrap up your top 10. Mark, you want to take the rest?
All right. 11th place is Ambrose Nabel. Ronnie Morrison in 12th. DJ Maddish in 13th. Will Weber in 14th. Chris Akers is 15th. Matthew Fritz in 16th, Sam Boutwell in 17th, Jay Stinson in 18th, John Bell in 19th, Joseph Fogg in 20th, 21st is Fuzz Yater, and Guy Bracco in 22nd.
I think Guy is actually going to be race control tonight, so I don't believe he'll be loading in, but
that's okay. I wanted to say Guy Bracco.
Well, once again, congratulations to our top four. We will be trying to pay attention to those track cams. And it looks like they are all gridded up. That 66 is going to be right there on that front row, waiting for Manny Ray's Mafia to jump into the chats and, let us know that he's out there watching. But while we are waiting for them to go green, let's go ahead and take a look at one of our sponsors of the league real quick, and that is going to be the Pit Stall.
We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series.
All right, well, that's going to be the Pit Stall Racing Series, and definitely go check them out. They are one of the proud sponsors of the National Online Motorsports Association. Well, Mark, is Super Speedway Racing, I've seen a lot of green flag racing. We got 94 laps here, and they do not have any cautions. They have unlimited tires. They will have 3 green, white, and checkered attempts. And actually, you know what? We can throw that information up there, and it comes down to 4 drivers here this evening.
Yeah, but unlimited tires. What kind of shenanigans is that?
Well, the Super Speedway Series doesn't. So when you're riding at Talladega, Talladega doesn't usually use up a lot of tires. So that's the reason why they went with the unlimited tires, because cars very rarely take them. And even if you got 30 laps on them, you could be just as fast as the guy that had fresh tires. So that's the reasoning for them having unlimited tires in the Super Speedway Series. Now in the Truck Series, they do have limited tires. And don't forget, they will have 1 fast repair. All right, well, that pace truck is going to get ready to dive off the track. And we are going to watch Randy Bonomi bring him to the Geico restart zone. And we are going to go green flag racing. And let's see how many green flag laps we will have here tonight, as the tempers will heat up and they will flare up. And we will crown a champion here later on. Here they come to the tri-oval, reaching that Geico restart zone. And our green flag is going to be presented by Manny Ray's, one of the proud sponsors of NOMA, National Online Motorsports Association. And here we go. And it looks like Randy Bonomi got him a pretty good start. Kenneth Redinger, he is going to be working right here behind the 66. Now he is going to be one of those playoff drivers. And you got the 31 of Joey Hickox. He's going to move into the third position very quickly. You got the 43 of Robert Morrison. He is going to be on that top line. He is going to be pushed by Justin Parham right there on that outside. Outside just trying to get something working. But here comes Mark Vega. He is going to be looking to go 3 wide already. And this is going to be a heck of, and there is the chopper view. You can see that that third lane up there towards the wall, it is already getting mobile, and they're going to try to leave Kenneth Redinger in the dust. Mark, you tell me what you are seeing, because I'm seeing a whole lot of action right there. The 22, 19, and the 43 of battling it out for 3 wide action.
Well, and I was a little bit in front of you, right? I'm watching Randy Bonomi. Joey Hickox in the 31 is what looks like he was giving him a boost to get him in front of the competition. But you got that Pepsi 24 of Kenneth Redinger right there. He is doing his best to get up beside Bonomi and go ahead and take that first position early.
Yes, you are absolutely right. And, you know, we are going to see a lot of side drafting here this evening. So we're going to see these cars get very close door to door. And here comes that 22. 22 might be looking to the outside. And these guys do have to be careful. You'll see them, you know, peek their nose out. You're thinking they're going to have a run, but that's actually them getting air to the front of that car. And cooling that car down, because you don't want to be stuck behind somebody too long and overheat.
Not right now. I'm not even seeing the notification.
But we are still side by side as they come into turn number 3, and it looks like the 9. He is going to drop down to the apron, and that is going to be Will Weber. He is going to be making his way towards the back of the pack, and it looks like the 98, or is that going to be the 99? No, that was the 84. Yeah, the 84. He is actually in the wrong number. He is actually the 98. That is going to be Fuzziator. He let the 9 in, still does have the draft. And Robert Juvendak, he is going to be back there in this packet. You know, while we are pretty much green flag racing, let's go ahead and take a look at our driver views for tonight. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and boost on in. Like I said, I'm going to be filling in for Sean Wilder. Then you have Fritz on the bottom corner. You have Juvendak, and you have Redinger. And you can see Redinger's rearview mirror. It's full of of somebody, and I believe that's going to be Tyler Hurd, I do believe. Or no, Justin Parham. I'm sorry.
Yes, we are on.
Okay. Well, side by side. What's up?
I'm one of them.
Well, side by side as we come through the tri-oval, and it looks like everybody is pretty much settled in line. And I'm glad to have our top 4 drivers on our driver view. And the only reason why I had to fill in a little bit for Wilder, but we're going to give you the best view possible. And it looks like he is doing pretty darn good, running right there in 8th, and between 8th and 9th. He's kind of given Joey Hickox a little bit of room on that bottom side, and this could be a fuel strategy. All these guys are working those numbers. They're seeing the green flag laps, and they're working those numbers in their head to find out, okay, how many laps can I save, and who's going to be with me. Oh, we'll go back full screen and take a look at those speeds. 189 miles, or actually 190 miles an hour, and we'll go to a little bit better view. There we go, so we can see that those cars side by side. And Redinger, he is going to be out front, leading this race so far. And Mark, who do you see as our biggest mover as of right now?
Biggest mover as of right now looks like to be a 3-way tie, or no, just went back to 2 ways. You got Jay Stinson up 6 positions, and Tyler Hurt also up 6 positions. Matthew Fritz as well. So it is a 3-way biggest mover right now.
Very nice, very nice. Always want to keep an eye on those biggest movers. They are, takes a little bit of strategy to work their way up. And there you see Matthew Fritz. He is going to be another one of those playoffs drivers. He is going to be in that Manny Ray's number 48, and that is a nice looking ride. Jay Stinson, like you said, is going to be right there behind him. So those are going to be two teammates working together, and they're all going to be, these teammates are going to be working to maybe try to get that 48 to a win. They got to pick up one more driver, and that's going to be Joey Hickox, and we're going to go 3 wide, and it looks like that 43 is going to be all the way up there by himself, and he might lose a lot of positions being all the way up on that third lane by himself.
And I believe he's got a strategy in mind. He's not trying to be on the third lane for long. It's like in a traffic jam. You're always looking for the quickest way to get at least one car up.
Yeah, you are definitely right about that. And let's go back up towards the front, and it's pretty much a single pack. And look at that 19 all over the back bumper of that 24. That 24 is getting a heck of a shove down the front stretch there, and it looks like the 31, he is going to look to the inside of the 66. Thought he was going to maybe look to go take it 3 wide just a little bit, but they do take it back 2 wide. 22 going to be falling in line. That's going to be Tyler Hurt. He's going to be up 3 positions from where he started. But Sam Boutwell and Joseph Fogg, I talk about Joseph Fogg, a little bit throughout the season that we've been here, and he has actually been a pretty good mover throughout the races, but he always gets caught up in something. So hopefully we'll see that 37 be up front, maybe lead some laps here tonight, maybe create an upset for somebody. But as of right now, it's a lot of side-by-side racing, and the 98 of the 84/98 of Fuzz Yater. These 3 guys are just pretty much sitting back there and buying their time. Mark?
Oh yeah, but unfortunately you got me caught up on Joseph Fogg, so now I want to see a wreck, but I want to see Fogg. Hold on. I want to see Fogg drive straight through, like avoid all that, just so I can say the fog has cleared.
That's actually pretty good. I like that. I actually do like that. 5 of John Bell. He is going to be right there, and he looks like he is going to be in that Budweiser Chevrolet, and he is going to be running in the 14th position. Sorry there, John Bell. I know I sent you a link to share your screen. I didn't have the room for tonight. We the admins kind of wanted to get those playoff drivers on the shared screen, but we appreciate you wanting to share your screen tonight with us. But we got quite a few green flag laps in, and so far we are at lap number 10. Now, no stages. I don't know how many laps of fuel they can go, how many laps they can go on a tank of fuel, but it looks like a couple of these guys are really spread out, towards the back of the pack. So those are going to be your strategy, guys. Probably possibly come in, take fuel only, take right sides only. But as of right now, Kenneth Redinger, he is not going to be saving any fuel leading this pack. So we can see a little bit of positions change maybe here shortly, so they can get that 24 to saving a little bit of fuel. But that's going to be up to his crew chief. It looks like 31 is going to look to the inside of the 66. Nope, he's going to tuck it right back in now. Now that is going to be Joey Hickox. And Joey Hickox, if you tuned into the Tuesday night broadcast with Ghost Racing Network, that was a great broadcast. Make sure you go show Austin some love. Actually, he's going to be out of town next week, so we here at the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network, we are going to be filling in for the Las Vegas race. But if you caught last week, if you caught Saturday's race, that 31 truck of Joey Hickox, he was making some moves on the track. He worked his way all the way up. He worked his way all the way up to second place, and he was able to hold on to second. If he would have had maybe about 10 more laps, I believe he would have been able to catch that 24th truck of Redinger. But Redinger put on a very good show, kept his truck out front. He showed that he had the speed, and he won the race. So, what a great race that was last week. If you got time, if you didn't see it, go check it out.
Now, I have a question for you real quick. Okay, looking at Fuzz Yater on SDK, it shows number 84. Are you seeing the same thing I am? He's the 98, right?
Yes, he is the 98. Ooh, 24, 25 gets in a little bit of trouble right there in front of him. But yes, he is the 98, and that was DJ Madison.
I'm loving the Juice Monster car, all right?
But yeah, so SDK, he may have been in another league race and changed the number on his car, but I believe that is going to be his car for the Super Speedway Series. Well, lap number 12 is coming to an end, and we are going to hit lap 13 and this time by. And that 24 has been leading quite a few races. But Randy Bonomi, look at that run on the outside and coming into turn number 1. He had a little bit of a run. Now we're going to see the 29, and that's going to be Chris Akers. Now Chris Akers might be in the wrong car too. He's usually in the 4, unless he changed numbers on us and didn't tell us. But you got somebody down there on the bottom, and that is going to be the 47 of Sam Boutwell. And Boutwell is going towards the back. He's going to be all the way on the apron. He's going to let everybody go by. Hopefully he can keep that car straight. He's going to bring it back on the track. Very, very tricky maneuver, bringing that car up that embankment without spinning out. So great job by that 47. But still going to be 2x2 all the way back, just in front of Fuzzy Eder. And that's going to be the last car. Is going to be Robert Morrison in that number 43. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, very unrelated, but I have to ask. OCD's killing me. DJ, our resident DJ, Mr. Madish here. The driver's side of his car, is that backwards?
You know what? Let's go take a look. I don't know.
Because his passenger side you can read just fine. His driver's side looks like a reverse image.
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh, DJ, keeping us on our toes. All right.
Good eye. Good eye. Well, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, other than that, it looks like we've got some good side-by-side racing. Where it looks like we were fighting between Mr. Redinger and Mr. Parham, the 24 and the 19. Or no, nope, it was the 66, Randy Bonomi, and I got mixed up a little bit. That's why I need glasses.
You know what?
Yeah,
we got Mark Vega. He's going to go a lap down, so he is going to be off pace, and everybody's going to have to take it 3 wide to get around that number 8 machine, and he is probably going to fall in right behind that 43. Now, Mark Vega is going to be the first car 1 lap down, I do believe. So we shall see him get back on the lead lap if caution does come out. Now, these guys have not really tucked up, bumper to bumper just as of yet. We will see that, really come as these laps wind down. But 94 laps, still, that's a lot of laps. 2.6 mile track. And we have already got 16 complete. So, it's coming. The laps are coming down because it's been all green flag racing, but still a lot of racing left to go.
And I'm honestly surprised that there is not a stage break in this race.
No, they changed it up, and we got a lead change. We got a real good battle for the lead. But yeah, they changed everything up just a little bit and made it very interesting. And so that you had to, use a little bit of teamwork, use a little bit of pit strategy to make it to the end if you did not get involved in the big one. Randy Bonomi got a nice little run on that outside coming into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to get there and take over the lead again? He's been right there side by side with Joey Hickox. He's going to be right there pushing that 66 with everything he's got. And, speaking of Joey Hickox speaking of them, let's go ahead and step side by side while we are under some green flag racing. And let's go ahead and look at another one of our sponsors since we didn't get to them just before. And that's going to be Blue Ridge Auto Group.
When I was a little boy, every summer we'd put up hay, throw hay on my family farm. And my job was to drag the bales into piles of 10 or 12 so the high school boys that helped us didn't have to chase them down one by one just to get them on the wagon. And it was a really small part of the operation, but they appreciated it. And it made me feel like part of their team. And I'll never forget how that felt. By the time I was about 10 or so, I became the driver. And my daddy's message was real clear. Throw it in four-wheel drive and keep it between the fences, boy. And I fell in love with the freedom. There's a unique feeling that comes with a job well done, a sweetness born from the sweat and the dirt that only comes from the sweat and the dirt. But the sweetest feeling was the ride home. Dusk, windows down, radio up, smell of fresh cut hay in the air, and a smile on my daddy's face. In this life, we all want belonging, authenticity, to feel important. We just want to feel like home.
All right, and we are back, and that was the Blue Ridge Auto Group, and that is the sponsor on Jay Stenson's number 13 ride. But it looks like we got a lot of three-way battling going on, and you know, Mark, what are you seeing out there as far as those three-way battles?
I'm just honestly watching and trying to absorb it all. It looks like we've got Spotify of Tyler Hurt, Justin Parham, Kenneth Redinger, and Sean Wilder. I always want to say Van Wilder. But no, we've got a good front pack, man, and it is a lot of good pack racing so far.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct, and you know that three-wide racing, and you see how the intensity is actually picking up, and you're actually starting to see, you know, some drivers find their teammates, you know, in the mix. Now you got the 13. That is going to be Jay Stenson. He is got teammates all around him, not behind him or in front of him, but he's got teammates all around him. Oh, and the 04 was really high up on the racetrack. 22 almost looked like he wanted to take it 4 wide. But you got the 66 right there. He is going to be a teammate of the 13. You got the 31 in the mix there. He is a couple cars back, but you know, you got teammates right there, and this could be, you know, them getting ready to make those pit strategy calls.
Ooh, you got a blinker here. Looks like
04?
Nope, 24. Yeah, the 04.
And that's going to be Knievel.
Oh, I just said nibble. Okay.
Nibble.
Ambrose Knievel.
Well, still nice battling out front. And, you know, now look who's going to be on that outside line, and he is going to challenge for the lead. He's got Sean Wilder right there, and I believe, you know, we should take a side-by-side and look at those driver views, because I believe this is going to be some really good pack racing. And let's take a look and see how our drivers are manhandling these rides.
Now, my apologies to everybody on the stream. I'm a bit of a funny person, but I have to do this.
It's DJ Maddish.
It's like a weight off my shoulders.
That was actually pretty good. I like it. I always wanted to, dude. You took that right out of my head too. Nice little pack racing. On board with Sean Wilder. He's going to be the second car in that top line pack.
Oh.
What you got?
And in the third position, the fog has cleared.
43 is going to look like he wants that top line too. You got the 29. That is a lapped out car, and he is I believe he is a couple laps down. Yeah, that's Chris Akers. He is going to be 2 laps down, but he has got that 99 right there in tow, and they are going to take it 3 wide. We're going to take it. We're going to take it full screen so we can see this battle. Coming up to that top line, and let's go ahead. And there it is. The 29 is not going to be a lead lap car, but he has got a lead lap car in tow, and that is going to be that 99 of Robert Duvendak. Robert Duvendak is down 2 position from where he started, but he is in a real good position he's in a real good position to be in on that top line right there behind Chris Akers. Mark, we do have a biggest mover, and guess who that is? The fog.
Just like Florida, the fog is moving fast.
That stream deck kills me.
Oh, I love it.
Well, you got 3 rows of 3 wide racing, the 29, the 99, and the 9 up on the top row. Those are going to be teammates. You got the 43, the 31, and the 22 on the bottom row. Yeah, and you got the 24, the 19, and the 37 right there on the bottom lane. Oh, a little bit of side draft, almost gone wrong as the 19 may have gotten a little bit of contact. But everybody's going to dive down to the bottom of the racetrack. It looks like the 29 did want the low lane, so he's going to dive it on down, and he is going to put the 24 right there behind him. Now Robert Duvendak going to work on that top side. He is going to try to work his way up, and he is going to dive right there down in front of the 29 of Chris Akers. And that's going to lead the 43 of Morrison right there on that top side to fight for the lead. And look at Jay Stenson. He is going to push that 43 out to the lead. Now he's going to pick up his teammate on the outside, and that is going to be Joey Hickox. Joey Hickox is going to be the second car in that third lane, and they are going to try to work their way around Morrison in that middle lane. And I believe they are going to be able to do a little bit of a 2-car draft to get around him. And you may see him dive into that middle lane as they leave Morrison behind all by himself to fight, to battle.
I am loving this strategy, man. Akers in that 29 pushing Duvendak at the 99. He's not even worried about his lead lap. He's like, look, bro, we're going to get you winning.
and that could be their strategy because those are all teammates. You got Robert Duvendak. You got, well, no, he's not a teammate. Where is Chris? So Chris Akers, he is going to be in the Candy Shack Motorsports, but they could have a little alliance going on. And Duvendak is actually part of Shooter McGavin Motorsports. And I actually, speaking of Shooter McGavin, Mark, this is your first time really seeing these cars, right?
Yes, it is.
So take a look at the 9. Go ahead and zoom in on that 9. I think you'll like that.
Oh, let me find him.
He is going to be sitting in. That is going to be Will Weber.
Okay, I like that. Okay, that's good. Okay, yep.
Thought you
Can't
might
say
like
it's
that.
a stream, but that is hilarious.
Well, on the top side, you got the 24, the 19, the 13, and the 31. Going to be on that top side along with the 43. And on the bottom, they're about to be another lap down car. Who's that going to be? That is going to be Sam Boutwell. He is about to go down 1 lap, and he is going to be now the first car 1 lap down. So 18 cars on the lead lap, and he does keep his car up there and lets everybody pass with no problems, but he is probably going to drop in behind the 43 of Robert E. Morrison. Now the top line is formed up pretty darn well. They are making a little bit of moves, but look at the bottom line. It is really formed up, and I believe this top line with 5-car draft is not going to be able to really keep up with this bottom line as they are really formed up. They are about I couldn't catch a count, but I'm going to say about almost 12 cars deep.
Yeah, they're really doing an impressive formation for moving as fast as they are. That formation is, I would say, government work, but it's so much better. Government work, parts will be falling off. No, you don't agree? I agree.
No, I just clicked on the video and it's not showing.
I saw live.
You show it live. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm still seeing Manny Ray's NOMA on YouTube live. 13 watching.
Oh, nice. Well, something's going on with mine. I don't know what. Well, as long as it's live, we are okay with that. I can't see the chat. I don't know what's going on my side, but as long as it's live, I'm good with that. I'm sorry, I just cannot see the chats. If y'all do put something in the chats, maybe Mark keep his phone up or so. I use my phone as a remote for my OBS, so maybe he can read off some of those comments that y'all put out there. But let us know you're out there. Let us know you're watching, and let's cheer on some of these drivers as we are still 2x2 up here towards the front. You got the 24 up on the high side. You got the 99 is still being pushed by the 29. You got the 30. You got the 37 of Joseph Fogg. He is going to be sitting in second with the 9 of Will Weber sitting in third. Up 11 positions. Joseph Fogg is going to be up 18 positions. And let's show a little bit of their info if they did share it. Yeah, there is going to be Will Weber right here. What you got?
So you got Grant Turner out there saying, yes, you were here. There was a different stream up at first. And Raymond Daniels says, Manny Ray's Mafia is watching tonight.
Good deal, good deal. Like I said, I don't understand. What's up?
The Mafia, why does that scare me? Yeah.
Well, Manny Ray's could be something to worry about, but in the chat, he is not much to worry about because he loves. Oh, I just saw something that I have to change. He tunes into the channels. He tunes into our channel. He tunes in over there at on Ghost Network, and he is always a great supporter of the NOMA League. So he's one of the sponsors. So glad to have him out there.
I wonder if he is related to Jack.
Well, looks like pit road is about to be very busy. You got the 99 to 29. 29 is going to come in with the 99. You got the 37. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's locking it up. And, ooh, what would you do for a contact bar? Almost
wrecked. Yeah.
Yes.
But me personally, I would want some Shooter McGavin cereal first.
I don't know if I want that cereal. Ooh, and looks like pit road very busy, and the whole field came in at the same time. This is very unusual, as John Bell, he is going to be up 18 positions, but he is going to be the only car out there on the track, and this is very, very scary because you are going to be a lot slower. See, 176 miles an hour, 175 miles an hour coming through turn number 3. Hopefully, he will dive in that pit and maybe catch some of the lead lap cars as they're driving by and be able to get to draft, because if you're the only car out there, you're doing it almost 15 to 20 miles an hour slower than a single car. Coming out, and it's going to be Sean Wilder. He is going to be in that second spot. He's going to have the 29 of Will. He's going to have the 29 of Chris Akers. Is going to be right there behind him. Will Weber in that number 9. He is going to be right there also, pushing that 29, which the 29 is going to be pushing the 91, and the 99 of Robert Duvendak is going to be right there in the mix. And Joseph Fogg is going to be up 15 positions. So still the biggest mover of tonight's race so far. We'll get rid of the information for right now. Looks like Ronnie Morrison, he is going to be right there on the tail end of that 5-car draft. You got Russ Hancock doing a really good job in that 343, and you got looks like the 19 of Parham. He is a little bit off pace, so he is going to be about 2.8 seconds back. Joey Hickoxy is going to be right there in that 31 machine. He is going to be the first car in line, and it's going to be all Matty Ray's cars out there in line. So you got 31, 13, 48, and 66, and then you got DJ Mattish right there in 12 at the tail end of that little 5-car pack.
Oh, do you mean DJ Maddish?
Come on, man, you gotta do it right.
I don't have it. I don't have that. I was trying to do it with my regular voice. I just don't have that kind of voice.
And in the first position,
We have Sean Wilder.
That kills me. Oh, Justin Parham, he is going to have a little bit of work to do. He is falling back to about 4 seconds now, 5 seconds, and it is climbing quick. 5.2 now, but he is in luck. He has got Joey Hickox and Jay Stenson, Matthew Fritz, and Randy Bonomi and DJ Maddish right there coming up on his rear. So he will be able to pick up the draft, and hopefully they will be able to get it in line and have a 6-car train trying to work their way up to that lead pack, but they got a little bit of work to do. But they are making up time. As you can see, that time is actually dropping. Now they're down to about 6.8 seconds, and these guys are, some of the best at drafting. We've seen them at like last week, and so they can make up some ground with very few cars. As tucked up as the 13 is to the 31, with the 48 right there behind, they will make up at this time in no time at all.
oh yeah, I'm definitely impressed by the way these guys are driving. It is phenomenal.
No cautions, lap 36. We're not quite halfway there yet, but we are coming close to it, and not a single caution as of yet. I know some of these guys would like to see that caution come out so they can get back on the lead lap. And Redinger, he is going to be down a lap, so he probably had a little bit of problems on pit road, and he is definitely going to be wanting to see that caution because he is one of our playoff drivers. So he not having the night that he wanted. So the car is clean, still fast. He just needs a caution to come back out so he can get back on the lead lap and battle for some positions. Well, as we are still green flag racing, let's go through the field just a little bit. What do you think, Mark?
Yes, sir. I will start for you.
All right, go right ahead.
All right, so first position, we have Mr. Sean Wilder. Second position, up 12 spots, is Mr. Will Weber. Robert Duvendak in third. Joseph Fogg up 16 positions in fourth. Russ Hancock in fifth. Ronnie Morrison in sixth. Joey Hickox in seventh. Jay Stinson in 8th, Matthew Fritz in 9th, Randy Bonomi in 10th.
DJ Maddish.
In 11th, and you can take the rest.
Hold on. You got Justin Parham. He is going to be in 12th. 13th. Oh, my goodness, and we got a yellow flag. Oh, that's going to be the one. And as we were going through the field, and it happened. We got 2 cars involved. That's going to be the 1 and the 43, and we're going to have to go back and take a look. And this is what I was talking about. And that's what Boutwell, Redinger, and a couple other drivers were looking for. So let's go back and take a look and see what happened and what brought out the crash. We're going to have to stop it right there. We're going to have to back up just a little bit. We're going to rewind that beautiful race footage.
Give me the replay.
All right, it looks like that 43 is going to try to tuck in line right there behind the 47, and it looks like he is going to get a little bit too much momentum going into that low line. He's going to tap the 47. 47 is going to get way out of shape, and he's going to maybe do a little bit of double tap. Yep, that's going to be a double tap, and that's going to send the 47 up towards the wall. And let's see if we can find that 47. Yep, and 43 is going to come right back down. He's going to collect the 1. 1 is going to go for a wild ride. He's going to possibly be put on spin cycle like yesterday's laundry. And the 8 is just going to squeak right on by. That is going to be Mark Vega just squeaking right on by, barely. But that 1, luckily, he still has that fast repair. He can get that car all cleaned up and ready to get back out there and race. Well, that concludes our replay, and we're going to go back live and see.
Looks like a bunch of guys are taking to the pit using this caution as a chance.
Absolutely. You got Sean Wilder in there. You got Robert Duvendeck. You got Russ Hancock. You got Joey Hickox. He's going to be in there. Now, this is what some of these drivers did not want to see because they had their lap down buddies right there with them, making some laps. You had Chris Akers in that lead pack mix. But now he's not going to be there. So you're going to be missing a car that was helping you earlier on, but you're going to be bunched up, and we might see that 29 get back up there to the front.
And I hope so. I really do. I want to see him up there, and I'd like to see Mr. Kenneth Redinger get back up to the front as well.
And it's going to be, let's see, so Redinger is going to be right back on the lead lap, it looks like.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, Robert E. Morrison is going to be the first car a lap down.
So he may have got the wave around. Okay, so Sam Boutwell was involved in the incident, and I believe he was the first car one lap down, and Keith Redinger, he was going to be the second car one lap down. So because the 47 was involved in an incident, that gave the lucky dog to the 24. So the 24 actually got a blessing in disguise, being back out there on that lead lap. So with that being said, he will start at the tail end of the longest line, but he is back up there ready to play for some more positions. Sean Wilder going to be showing in the first position. You know what? Since we have a moment, let's bring up Mr. Sean Wilder. It looks like he's been having a pretty good race so far. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Let me find him.
All you got to do is say, Mark, find Van Wilder, and I will find him.
All right, Mark, find him. Candy Shack Motorsports.
Van Wilder, this is Mark and Richard in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do. How you doing, guys?
Well, we're doing a pretty darn good. We're watching that 91 out there leading some laps. Been running pretty good, but it's about to get more interesting as everybody is bunched up. You had a little bit of an incident causing the caution to come out, but you are still out there leading these laps. Now tell us what that 91 has in the tank to maybe win a championship tonight.
Yeah, I just need to keep it up front here. I was kind of hoping we'd stay green because we were stretching them out pretty good. So let's hope to get another long green run here, and we'll try to stretch them out again. So just got to stay up front and control the race.
Absolutely. Well, good luck in the rest of your race. We'll let you get back down there to your teammates and work on that team strategy. But I know the pit stall is watching, and they are proud to have you, proud to have their sponsor on your car.
Thank you, buddy. Enjoy the race.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we got about a half a lap. You know what? Let's do it. Let's bring up Mr. Redinger. Mr. Kenneth Redinger, this is Richard and Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, it's good to see that 24 is back on the lead lap and able to move up some positions. You got it kind of trapped a lap down. Can you tell us what exactly happened?
Yeah, I was I needed to pit that time, and I needed to get down kind of in a hurry, so it was kind of like a last ditch effort to get in front of I think it was that Hitchcock there. So kind of blew the braking point for pit road and kind of slid in there too fast, obviously. But
Well, Sam Boutwell being involved in an incident that allowed you to get the lucky dog and back on the lead lap. So we're glad to see that 24 Pepsi ride, back on the lead lap and fighting for that championship once again. But we won't keep you too long. We know you're getting ready to go back green. But good luck in this race, and hopefully we'll see you on the podium.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. Well, Mark, it's been a very, very exciting race. We've seen one caution. We got quite a few. We got a long line of cars back there, maybe taking that EOL, but we are green flag racing. And once again, our green flag is, I forgot to throw out the caution flag. My bad. I'm sorry. Green flag is presented by Manny Ray's, proud sponsor of the National Online Motorsports Association. Mark, what we got? Nope, he's still in there, but we are back under green at lap number 42. And Sean Wilder, you heard what he said. He's going to try to control this field, but he's got Joseph Fogg right there on his outside. They are going to be 2 by 2 for about 5 to 6 cars back. You got DJ Mattis right there on that top line with the 1. We saw him involved in an incident, and that is going to be Ronnie Morrison. He's going to be right there behind that 25 of DJ Mattis. You got the 5 right there in front of John Bell. He is going to be right there on that top side in that Budweiser Chevrolet. And the 22, we haven't talked about him very much, but that is Tyler Hurt. And Tyler Hurt has been running very, very well up in the top 10 for majority of the night. He is going to be up quite a few positions. He started at 9th, and now he is running in 5th. So good to see that 22 up there, Spotify Chevrolet. Giving Randy Bonomi a little bit of push coming down the backstretch with the 37 of Joseph Fogg right there battling for that number 1 spot. You got the 48 of Manny, the 48 Manny Ray's machine. He is going to be looking to the outside. He is going to go ahead and take it 3 wide. He has got the 29 of damn, who's that? Oh, that's going to be Chris Akers. 29 of Chris Akers. He is going to be right there joining that top line along with the 99 of Robert Duvendag. And Robert Duvendag down 15 positions from where he started, but he's riding in the 17th place. But he's got that 29 right there on the lead lap, helping that 99 car on that high line and helping the 48 trying to make something happen. But you got the 13 of Jay Stenson. He is going to be riding around in the 11th spot, and he is trying to help that bottom line. He's going to be right there behind Will Weber. Oh, look at the move that Randy Bonomi just got. He is going to move to the outside line. He is going to give the 48 a little bit of toe, a little bit of draft, and we are going to be 3 wide for at least the 4th position as they come into turn number 3. Looking to make some more moves, not going to have that side draft from the other vehicles, but he is going to stay right there in the 8th position and still has 2 cars right there behind him to help him out. But the 91 has got a little bit of Joseph Fogg on the outside, and he is going to be able to take over the lead. Is he going to be able to lead this lap? We shall see, and he does with Tyler Hurt right there in 2nd place in that number 22 Spotify Chevrolet. He is going to make it. He is going to stay in that middle line. He has nowhere to go, but the 37 is going to drop down to the low line and give that number 91 of Sean Wilder a little bit of draft. Mark, where'd you go?
I am right here watching the fog clear.
Well, 3 wide for that number 1 position. And I'm sorry, folks. I think that's really funny. To be on stream, having a great time, having a good laugh, watching a great race. It's just phenomenal to me. See this many laps go by, 45 laps in, and we've only had 1 caution with a lot of 3 wide racing. It looks like the 31, he got a little bit loose, and that is going to be Joey Hickox. He's going to be riding in the 12th position, down 7 spots from where he started, but he's got Jay Stenson right there on his top side. He is going to be riding side by side with that number 13. But while we are a little bit of green flag racing, let's go ahead and take a look at our sponsors. We'll be right back.
We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series. We are the place.
Was to drag the bales into piles of 10 or 12 So the high school boys that helped us didn't have to chase them down one by one just to get them on the wagon. Made it a little more efficient. And it was a really small part of the operation, but they appreciated it. And it made me feel like part of their team. And I'll never forget how that felt. By the time I was about 10 or so, I became the driver. And my daddy's message was real clear. Throw it in four-wheel drive and keep it between the fences, boy. And I fell in love with the freedom. There's a unique feeling that comes with a job well done, a sweetness born from the sweat and the dirt that only comes from the sweat and the dirt. But the sweetest feeling was the ride home. Dusk, windows down, radio up, smell of fresh cut hay in the air, and a smile on my daddy's face. In this life, we all want belonging, authenticity, to feel important. We just want to feel like home.
All right, and we are going to be back. And it looks like we have still a lot of side-by-side racing with that number 48. He is going to make his way up to the lead. Oh, the 37 is going to be out of shape. They hold it, and look at the close side-by-side racing. Oh, the 66 is going to be involved. He is going to go back towards the back. He is not going to collect anybody. He is going to keep it in the wall. Great sportsmanship on that 66, keeping it in the wall. And I do want to rewind that real quick and see exactly what happened to that 66, because it looked like he got a really hard hit in that outside wall, and we'll go back live in just a second. I usually have a side-by-side, but and let's ride around with the 22 real quick. That is going to be Tyler Hurt. Where is he? He's going to be right there, and we are going to play at full speed. He does get a little bit out of shape, and now we are going to watch the 66 right there, Randy Bonomi. He looks like he gets a little bit of door contact from the 25, but DJ Madish, he did not have really anywhere to go. His car was sliding up, and he is going to make contact with that 66. 66 is going to keep it in the wall. He's got the one right there of Morrison. And look at the 19. He is going to have to check up really big and make an evasive maneuver down to the middle of the track. And it looks like everybody is going to make it by, but I hate to see it for that H&H Tractor Works Chevrolet Camaro. So we're going to go back live and see how everything is going up here, and no caution was thrown.
Because luckily nobody was brought into it.
Absolutely, you are right about that. Mark Vega is going to be right there on that top side. Now, we've seen Mark Vega. He is no stranger to the three-wide situation, and he is going to be right there, three-wide, up on the top lane. And look at him go. He's got the 13 of Jay Stenson. He's going to be right there, along with the 29 of Chris Akers. Chris Akers was a couple laps down. He started a little bit late. He was 2 laps down, but look at him now. He's back on the lead lap and making some moves here at Talladega. Worked himself all the way up to the 7th position. But you got a whole bunch of Manny Rays out there in the top 10. Let's see, Manny Rays is going to be Matthew Fritz. He is going to be right there in 4th. You got Joey Hickox. He's going to be right there in 6th. Jay Stinson in 7th. And Randy Bonomi, he is going to be all the way back into 19th. So he's going to be looking for a caution because he's probably going to go a lap down, but he's going to keep that car out there as long as he can. He may be riding by himself, but he's going to be waiting for that caution possibly to happen. And the way the laps are winding down, the tempers are flaring, because look at that 25. He wants to get around that 5, and he is trying to find his way around, and that is going to be John Bell right there in that middle lane, leading that thing with DJ Madish right there behind him. And look at Mark Vega. He was going to lead that middle lane. He is going to be a lap down car, but that doesn't matter. He's going to get one of those laps back the hard way, and he's hoping to get it back so he doesn't have to take a lucky dog, and he will be back on the lead lap if that does happen. Right now, he is on the lead lap if he can keep Jay Stenson on that outside at bay, but he's not going to be able to because Jay Stenson is getting a heck of a push. Look at that. He is going to take himself all the way up to the lead, and that is going to be Chris Akers right there in that 29 Ford Mustang working his way to the middle lane with the 13 right there in front. So great run by these drivers here up in the top 5, battling it out. Mark, what you see? Tell me what you got.
I am back here still watching the 25 of DJ Maddish. That's really it. No, as I was trying to focus in the middle of that pack to see if everybody keeping it, honestly, just how they're keeping it together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got all the way back to the 343, is going to start the long train of single file drivers, and then you got a couple on the outside. That's going to be Justin Parham. He's going to be back here, and there is going to be Redinger. He is going to be right there behind the 43 of Ronnie Morrison. Now the 43 is not on the lead lap. He is going to be the first car 1 lap down. Mark Vega trying to battle it out. He's 2 laps down. He's trying to battle it out to get one of those laps back and be a lucky dog contender. But yeah, there is a lot of side-by-side action and a lot of great racing all the way up, side-by-side to the 1. 1 still has a little bit of damage from his earlier contact that brought out the first caution. He was kind of an innocent bystander, but that 04 is back up there also, and that's going to be Ambrose Knievel. Mark, how's our chat looking? What's it saying out there?
Let me double check. Oh, right. So you got Raymond Daniels Senior, or Raymond Daniels is asking who is the 4.
So is that going to be the 04?
I think so.
Because we don't
all who's the 4, and then Nancy Hickok. When we were talking about the 66.
Randy.
Yeah, when Randy Bonomi took to the wall and didn't take anybody with him. Nancy Hickok says that is a stand-up move, Randy.
Absolutely. Well, the 04 is going to be Ambrose, but the 4 is usually Chris Akers, but tonight he is in the 29. And I do believe that he drives a Chevrolet. Yeah, so the 4 is usually a Chevrolet in this Super Speedway series, but he could be, getting ready for his the next series, to start up and,
Oh, no, he meant who the 4 for the championship. I am so sorry.
Oh, the 4 for the championship. Well, that is gonna consist of Matthew Fritz. That is going to be Robert Duvendak. That is going to be Kenneth Redinger and who's our last? Sean Wilder.
Oh no, okay. The P was next to Justin Parham. Sorry.
Yeah, so those some of those drivers were already eliminated for the final round.
Okay.
Just not updated, but those are going to be your 4, and let's see where those drivers are running right now. Well, Matthew Fritz is going to be riding in the 5th position. You got, let's see, Sean Wilder. He is falling back to 12th. You got Kenneth Redinger in the 15th position, and you got Robert Duvendak all the way back here towards the back in 17th. So your 4 drivers. You know what? Speaking of them, let's take a ride with them. I'm going to join over with Sean Wilder and drive his cockpit view, and let's take a look and see how. Oh, wrong one. See how they are handling this racetrack after I find their driver reviews. There they are. Let's take a look. And there they are. There you see Fritz is right there behind the 22, and that's going to be Tyler Hurts right there in front of him. You got Wilder. He is going to have, I believe, the 1 of Ronnie Morrison right there in front of him. You got Robert Duvendak. He is riding behind the 43 of Robert E. Morrison. And then you got Redinger. He is going to be pretty much in the single file line with, I think it's going to be Fuzz Yaden. Fritz making an inside move with the 13. So not a bad move. Not bad.
Now out in the chat, Raymond Daniels says, "Let's go 48."
48 running really well right now. He's running in third.
Yep, Matthew Fritz getting it up there.
And he's in a really good position due to the fact that he has got Mark Vega right there, and that's not a lead lap car, so he is just pretty much playing it safe, staying behind the 8, and we'll probably see all of them dive in here very shortly. They're probably going to have to make at least one more pit stop. We'll go back full screen and take a look at what we got. I don't like that camera view. There we go. Get a little bit of drive-by horsepower. And you know what? We will be doing a crank it up here in just a little bit, but this racing was so great. You got Chris Akers coming from a lap down all the way to the front. He is going to be leading this thing up 14 positions from where he started. You got Jay Stenson up 15 spots from where he started. You got John Bell in that number 5 Budweiser machine. He is going to be up 15 spots also. So 2 tied for the biggest mover.
I made the mistake of going to Fritz's nose cam. So I'm reading a very wonderful message on the back of the number 8.
You know what? I want to take a look. Let's go to the nose cam. And, oh, he moved out of the way.
All right, go to the 22 nose cam.
All right, let's go to 22. There we go. Oh, come on, that roll. That's up close to first one. I'm looking at the rear end.
Oh Lord, that is an impressive chassis. If he will back off. All right, Tyler, if you can hear us, back off a little bit. There.
No, I don't think you heard us. But impressive racing. You got the 31. I believe that's the 31. Yeah, no, that's the 13. He is going to be up on that top line trying to make something work on that third lane. And he has got a teammate in the 04 of Ambrose. He is going to be right there also in that second car up in that third lane. Go ahead.
Can I say it?
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Well, we are referring to, just in case the Shooter McGavin, which that is Shooter McGavin. He pretty much has Will Weber, and he has got that all over his race car.
And nobody, in the stream, I know everybody affiliated with Manny Reyes knows it, but Happy Gilmore, one of the best Adam Sandler movies.
I do agree. Just got to tap it in. Well, we got Ambrose out there blinking in the on the track, so that's gotta worry Joey Hickox just a little bit as he is trying to make an evasive maneuver to get out of the way and get down to the bottom of the track because Ambrose does not want to mess up anybody's race. And you got the 13 looking way up high. He's given, I don't know where he's going, but he made some kind of evasive maneuver. Don't know if the car got loose, but they're coming in turn number 1. Still got the 31 right there. It's got Sam Boutwell. He was a lap down. He was involved in an incident, and he got his lap back, but he is working in the 12th position. He is going to be up 5 positions from where he started this race. But the biggest story is going to be that number 29 Busch Light.
And why would that be the biggest story? Because I would call the Mobile 1 before I'd call the Busch Light.
Well, because he came down, I think he did load in a little bit late. He was a lap down. Yeah, actually, I believe he was 2 laps down. But we do have pit stops starting to happen. Akers is going to be in. Hancock is going to be in. Morrison. And there is the 48 of Matthew Fritz. He is going to take over the lead, and he is going to have his teammates line up. They might be coming in this time by, but he has been up. He has been towards the back. He has been laps down, got his laps back, and now he is out. He was out here leading the race. So that is a great story, for that number 29/4 because he used to be in the 4. Would you say so?
No, yeah, but I want to go ahead and address something. Nancy Hickox in the chat says that wasn't appropriate when I said the slogan on the back of the car. I am so sorry.
Oh my goodness, and there's going to be a whole bunch of chaos on pit road. Sorry, Miss Nancy. 43 is going to be involved. Let's see who else is going to be involved. 48 got out of it. Let's see. 98 is going to be involved. 19 is going to be involved, and it looks like Redinger is going to be involved also. So that's going to leave Fogg, Bell, Madish, and Ambrose out there for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ambrose is going to be all by himself. You got Will Weber. He is coming out in the 5th position. You got Jay Stenson. He is going to be right there. You got Robert Duvendak going to be also right there, but you got the 343 of Hancock, Wilder, and Akers going to be coming by, zooming right on by, and maybe picking up this small pack of 3. And oh my goodness, look at Jay Stenson. He is going to stick his nose out there, maybe slow down that line of cars. But I do believe he didn't slow them down well enough because they just still flew right on by. But Robert Duvendak and Will Weber are going to have that draft, and he's going to jump back in line, third in line of that small little pack, and possibly get nose to tail. If the 47 can get tucked it right up in, they will be able to catch that top little pack. Fogg going to still be coming off of pit road. You got Ambrose Knievel going to be right there. DJ Madish going to be right there, but they are going to be a ways back after these green flag pit stops. But Russ Hancock going to be scored your leader at this time at lap number 66 of 94. Mark, what do you see?
I was watching the 37 of Joseph Fogg come out, but I didn't see much there. I'm still working on getting all of the excitement.
Well, the one thing that I'm worried about is, that incident that happened on pit road. That was a major incident, and Parham and Redinger, they are going to be back there, way back. Yater was involved. He was missing a front bumper. He definitely had to use that fast repair. So he's going to have a fast car, but he's going to be all by himself. As you can see, the field is very, very much spread out.
Oh, yeah. Besides the front group here, yeah, they are definitely spread very well out there.
Absolutely. Well, we got some green flag racing. Let's take it over to the NASCAR cams and give us a little bit of crank it up. What do y'all say? NASCAR cams. All right, and we are back. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of Crank It Up. Yeah, that is not going away for some reason. Oh, there we go. Finally got it off screen. It did not want to go away, but we have 24 laps to go, and it looks like Sean Wilder might have this championship locked down if it stays, as spaced out as it is. But Chris Akers is going to be right there in second. He is going to be up 13 spots from where he started. You got Will Weber. He is going to be up 11 spots from where he started. Robert Duvedek, he is going to be running in the 4th position, down 2 spots. That is going to be one of your other championship drivers, along with Sean Wilder, which is leading the race. You got Russ Hancock. He is going to be right there in that little that kind of big pack. You also have Jay Stenson. He's going to be up 12 positions. He is going to be riding in the 6th, now battling for the 5th position. You got Sam Boutwell right there behind him, trying to get up past that 343 of Russ Hancock. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it without a little bit of side draft. He uses a little bit of side draft. Now he's working his way up, and he was back in the 6th position. Now he's worked his way up to 4th with a 2-car pack on the outside. Now will Fuzz Yater join this pack? No, he's not. But look who is coming to the rescue of that number 13. And that is going to be that 66 of Randy Bonomi. He is going to catch the tail end of that draft, and I wouldn't doubt that he is going to help that top line, trying to work his teammate up to at least the top spot. But we didn't leave off, and here's going to be the second little pack. That's going to be a Joseph Fogg. He has got Matthew Fritz right there behind him. You got Mark Vega going to be right there in between those 2 cars. He is still going to be a couple laps down, but no worries, no harm, no foul. And it looks like Joey Hickox is going to work his way to the back bumper of Rodney Morrison on that top side. This is going to be the second little pack. They got a lot of work to do, because they are back about 11 seconds. So can they make it up if they get nose and tail? You got the 25 DJ Maddish right there helping, and you got the 5 John Bell. He is going to be right there in the mix also. These guys are looking for a caution with 22 laps to go. It still could happen because there's a lot of good racing, but that 48 is going to hang out on the high side, maybe drop in to the bottom behind Mark Vega. We'll have to see how this plays out, and he does, coming out of turn number 4. So still a couple small packs, throughout the track, coming through the tri-oval. You got one coming into turn number 2. We'll go back and join that one, and they are going to be side-by-side racing also. You got Randy Bonomi, you got the 47 of Sam Boutwell, and you got Jay Stenson right there on the top side. You got them working their way around Will Weber in that 3rd position. Jay Stenson going to work his way up to 3rd, and he's got Chris Akers and Sean Wilder in his sights. Can he use a little bit of side draft to get them? But that 47 is going to give him all he has of that Ford power underneath the hood of that Ford Mustang. And Mark, I'll let you take it away. What you got?
See, that's why somebody should have picked a Toyota Supra. No, I'm actually watching the same thing you are watching. Jay Stinson take that 2nd spot right now, following right behind Sean Wilder, trying to, maybe nose into that 1st position. It looks like he might actually get it. I'm a big fan of watching the front of the race. I like to see who's winning. Another good movie. If you're not first, you're last. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Fast and Furious. Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be Talladega Nights. Winning's winning.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
Exactly. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Well, he was able to do it. He had only 3 cars on the top side, but one did finally join in, and that's going to be that 343 of Russ Hancock, and he was able to help that 13 get up to the front, and now he is going to cut off that 91 of Sean Wilder. He is going to drop down to that low line. He is going to try to control the field, and this is the second time we've seen that 13 actually take the lead. And now he is out here controlling that bottom line. You got that pistol number 91 of Sean Wilder. He is going to give that Chevrolet all he has underneath the hood of that Ford. But is it going to be enough? We have 19 laps to go. Do they have enough fuel? Do they have enough tire? Do they have just enough patience to take this thing green flag racing, as that 91 is right up on the back bumper of that Chevrolet Camaro? You know what? You are actually absolutely right. There are no Toyotas in this race.
No, there are not. It's all Ford and Chevy.
Yeah, and you got 3 Fords up in the front. You got three Fords all chasing a Chevrolet. You got the 47, the 91, and the 29. All Fords chasing that 13. And here comes a 47. He's going to make a run to the outside. He's got Randy Bonomi right there behind him, trying to push that car up to the front, and maybe try to get him, so he can pick up his teammate. But is it gonna happen? I don't know. But not enough give. If I was Bonomi, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not pushing you. I can't push you past my teammate. We can be friends after the race, but not right now in the race. What's that?
I was saying he said he fell back as you said that. So it's like, not today, buddy. We're cool. We're not that cool.
That's funny that actually happened as I was saying that. But let's go back to our second little pack, and that's going to be Ronnie Morrison. He is going to be the first car in that second little pack. He's got Joey Hickox right there behind him, and they have actually made up a little bit of time. They were about 11 seconds back, and they have actually made it up to 9 seconds. So they have taken about 2 seconds off of that time that they were behind, but they still have a lot of racing left to go. As they do have 17 laps left. So. Will we see a caution?
That's a good question. 17 laps is a lot, but not a lot at the same time if you're all green flag racing. And these guys are keeping it clean tonight.
Well, the good thing about up front is, they are running a 51.62, and Morrison actually ran a 50.87. So they are taking 0.8 of a second off per lap if they can keep that same time or same speed up, consistently. They could make it up in about 10 laps and be able to battle it out with about 6 to go. We'll put it back on our gaps, and they are now 8.5 seconds from the 9 that they were just less than a half a lap ago. So they are coming. They're coming fast, and I believe that is the strategy from that number 13. Hey, let's slow this outside line down. Let's get our teammate, our playoff driver, a chance to get up here. But Sean Wilder does have something to say about that. If you're going to slow us down, I'm going to go around. Wow, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. That rhymed. Wasn't even trying. But that could be the game changer right there, as they have went around the 13. 13 is no longer slowing that bottom line down. So is that going to be enough to keep Morrison and Hickox from gaining a lot of time? You got DJ Mattis right there. You got Fogg. You got Fritz. all right there. But the time is not coming down as quick as they want it to. They're going to be 3 wide racing. You got Randy Bonomi. He's going to be up there on that top side, all by himself. He's not going to be able to hold that position for long, as he is going to go back towards the end of this small little pack. You got the 43. He's got a little bit of damage, but he is out there trying to help whoever he can. And that car, for having a little bit of front end damage, it's actually holding pretty darn good. And that is going to be TB Designs. Robert E. Wilson. So, what you think, Mark? 14 laps to go. They've only taken off about 0.2 of a second. Do you think they have enough time to do it now?
See, and that's the hard part. Like, without a caution, they have the ability to get up there, but do they have the ability to break into this tight pack we have in the front?
You are right. 8.3 seconds. Now it's back to Morrison in 8th position, and he's coming, but slowly but surely. But I don't know if he's got enough laps to get there. They are really going to have to be tucked up, and somebody is really going to have to put some side-by-side racing up here towards this front pack as they come across the start-finish line. We have 13 laps to go here at the championship race in Talladega Super Speedway. Is it going to be Sean Wilder? What's going on?
Oh, I was just saying Sam Boutwell and Sean Wilder look to be battling it out a little bit.
Absolutely, call it. I'm right there with you. I'm on the camera.
All right. Yeah, you got Sam Boutwell in the number 47, Bojo. Kind of funny. And then you got the 91. Oh, he actually just fell back a little bit. The 91 of Sean Wilder. Oh.
That was a close call with the 91 and the 47. The 47 wanted that high line and was not able to get there. The high line had too much of a run. He was trying to control that field with only 12 laps to go. He was trying to control that field and wasn't able to get there. Now, did that slow them down enough? No, they are actually making time, creating distance, even with the two wide racing up here towards the front. They took a little bit of time off at this time, but they only have 12 laps to go. If they get three wide racing, it could be a little bit different. There you see the 9. He is going to make his way through the middle, or at least he was going to try to. Not able to get there this time. 47 fell back just a little bit. He did take a little bit of rear end damage there, Mark. That 47.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was watching that, and that was disappointing.
Well, I'll tell you what's not disappointing is the racing up here for the lead, because you got that 13 machine along with the 66 of Randy Bonomi. He is not on the lead lap, but he is helping that 13 machine. He might steal a win away from somebody here at Talladega Super Speedway, and maybe they might win the championship, but he's going to win the race if he can stay out front. He did have a pretty good push and did take the lead for a moment, but Chris Akers gave that 91 of Sean Wilder a better push and got Sean Wilder out, and Chris Akers up in the second, but Stetson is not done yet. He got a nice little push from Randy Bonomi on that bottom side coming through 3 and 4. He is going to be showing the leader as of right now. Got about 1/100th of a second in front of Wilder. Now, but Wilder's going to take it right back. They're going to be a little bit out of shape on the top line, but that's okay. They did get back in the line very quickly, and Stetson is going to lead this lap, maybe. Yes, he does, and it was just barely, so that would have been a photo finish if this was the last lap, but they are putting on one heck of a show. Only one caution so far here tonight, and that was miles ago or laps ago, and now it is going to be, it's pretty much 8-car battle up here towards the front. One car does a lap down.
They're very true, and with as tight of a pack as they are running, it is very possible, but these guys are proving very good at what they're doing right now.
Absolutely. Coming out of turn number 4, they're going to come through the tri-oval. The 91 is going to have a nice little run coming through the tri-oval, but the 13 is going to fight right back on the outside, and he's not going to be able to get there and lead this lap because the 29 is a little bit better tucked up underneath the 91's bumper. But let's go back and take a look at see how Morrison is doing, and he has dropped back. He has let Joey Hickox in the lead of this second little pack, and so he is going to be riding in the 8th position with Joseph Fogg. Now, they have not made up any time. That shuffle actually gained them, extended their time to about 8.5 seconds. They still have 9 laps to go, so that's going to be over 18 miles left here in the race. And and there's the yellow. The 13 is going to be around. Oh my goodness, that's what these guys were looking for, and we're going to have to go back and take a look and see what happened there. Let's take a look. And it looks like the 66 is giving the 13 a nice little shove. 66 goes out to the outside just a little bit, maybe trying to get a little bit of air to the nose of that car, maybe cool it down, and he is just going to give the 13 a little bit of tap off center, and that is going to take Joey Hickox to the safer barrier wall on the inside. Mark?
Oh, I'm watching the replay. I am so sorry.
Man, he got put on Cyclone, spun that car right around. We'll go back and take a look at it one more time, and we're going to ride on his cockpit view. And the bump should be coming anytime. There is the bump. He's trying to correct, and as soon as he corrects, it's that car is already upset, and he is going to take a ride on the backstretch to the safer barrier wall, and look at the impact. Oh my goodness. All 4 wheels off the ground, spinning. But you know who that helps out?
Everyone else?
Everyone else. All right.
Nancy Hickok's out there said, "Oh, sorry, Jason."
Jason having a good run. But you know what? You know what the good thing is? As long as Jason did not have to tow, which he didn't, he's back out there.
Right back out there. He utilized that fast repair at the perfect time.
Absolutely. So Jason, he is not done yet. You got Chris Akers. He is going to be right there in second. You got Russ Hancock in third. You got Joey Hickox in fourth. So he is glad to see that caution. You got Matthew Fritz in fifth. You know, let's find one of our playoff drivers because let's see, Robert Duvendeck and Matthew Fritz, we have not talked to yet. So let's go ahead and try to find Matthew Fritz. There he is in that number 48. Let's go bring him up to the booth. Matthew Fritz, this is Richard Mark up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Well, that caution definitely did help you out as y'all were losing time on that backstretch with the small pack that y'all had. Y'all did a little position changes, trying to make up a little bit of time, but guess what? That caution did bring you back up to the rest of the field. Now you got your teammates all around you. What do you have for these top contenders?
I'm not sure. Just gonna go out here and try to get a championship, but try to keep it clean. You know, don't want to wreck anybody, but we're gonna try to get her home.
Well, try to definitely bring it home. Indeed, you got Manny Ray's Mafia out there watching you, wondering how you're doing, and we're just trying to show him that you're up there in the top 5. You got a chance at this. You got Joey Hickox right there around you, so you know you got some help up there in the top 10.
Yeah, Chris Akers and his teammates gonna be tough, Sean, and they're gonna be tough to beat, but we're gonna try our best. And thank you, Raymond, for watching, and Manny Ray's Mafia. We're gonna try to bring her home for you guys.
I'm pretty sure they appreciated that. But we're gonna let you go down and strategize, and we hopefully will be talking to you later.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Should have seen it. You were sitting there talking, and the number 91 of Mr. Wilder actually passed the pace truck.
Oop, put him in the wrong way. He passed the pace truck.
Yeah.
All right, so we still have a few. Let's see, who have we not talked to yet?
You said Duvendeck?
Yes, Duvendeck. Have we talked to him yet?
I don't believe so.
No, I don't believe so either. Yeah, bring him on up.
Moving him right now. Mr. Duvendeck, this is Mark and Richard in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Not doing too bad. I'll tell you in about 6 laps how I'm doing.
Well, you have been pretty much hanging out in the back. Pretty much this whole race. You've been up to the front, and then you drop back a little bit, and now you are stacked up against with everybody else. Tell us what you got for this lead pack. It's been a pretty fast, competitive pack up towards the front. Tell us what you got.
I got a fresh car, 4 tires, and enough fuel to make it to the end. So we're just gonna give it hell and put the pedal to the floor and see what we can do here. I got a couple teammates that are gonna be behind me here. Hopefully, help me out. And fortunately, I didn't want to see that caution because before that, it was just down to me and Sean there fighting for the championship coming to the end. But it is what it is. We're gonna go out here. We're just gonna put our best effort here and see what we can do.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing these last 5 laps, but you've been a great competitor. Enjoyed watching you for the short time that we have been here. So, like you said, give it hell, and maybe we'll be talking to you at the end of the race.
I sure the hell hope so.
Have a good one.
Thanks, guys. You too.
All right, Mark, you want to move back real quick?
Yes, sir. Where was he at?
Shooter McGavin, I got him. All right, so Sean Wilder going to be bringing the cars through turn number 4 into the tri-oval, and we will see them go back green flag racing this time by. They'll have about 5 laps to go. Will they be able to take it all green flags? But that's okay if they don't. They have 3 attempts at a green, white, checkered, but you got that number You got that number 31 of Joey Hickox. He was glad to see that caution. He is going to be starting in that second row on the outside. You got the 48 of Manny Ray's. Matthew Fritz going to be starting in fifth. You got John Bell starting in sixth. You got Chris Akers going to be starting in second, and Sean Wilder once again bringing him to the green flag. And there it is. Our green flag is presented by Manny Ray's, proud sponsor of National Online Motorsports Association. Nice run on the top, nice restart for the 91. He is going to automatically go up to his teammate of Chris Akers right there on that top side. He is going to get linked up right away. He's got Russ Hancock. He's going to be right there in third. He's going to be up 7 positions. He's going to be working the bottom side. Is the 29 going to kill their run as they are coming really quick through the backstretch and into turn number 3, but no, they're not going to kill that run. They're going to let the 343 just run it out. Oh, a little bit of side bump from the 31, and that's going to get the 30. Oh, the 9's going to be in the wall. He does keep it straight. No harm, no foul. Here comes Robert Duvendak. He's going to come from the back all the way up to the front. You got the 343 going to be right there on the bottom side. He did get a little bit out of shape, but he has got the car right back up to speed. The 48 had to back off just a little bit as they are coming through the tri-oval. They have a little bit of space between them. DJ Madish going to be right there behind the 31, giving the 31 all he can handle through turn number 1, and they're going to try to make that top line do something as they only have about 4 laps to go. Once they hit the tri-oval, it'll be down to 3. You got let's see, who was that? That was going to be Randy Benobi. He was going to be right there behind the 9. They are going to take it 3 wide with the 19 going to be right there in the middle. So that bowl of cereal turned into a sandwich.
Sorry.
In nicer terms. 99 going to look to the outside. He's got the 5 of Joe Bell. He's going to be right there behind that 99 with DJ Madish. He's going to work his way up to the top, and the 5 trying to keep his car straight. He's trying to utilize a little bit of side draft. It's the 31 going to stay right there behind the 29. No, he is going to dive it down to the bottom lane. He's got a little bit of run. He's going to get the 343 a little bit of draft. No, here comes the 24. He's going to dive it down right there behind the 31. Is the 31 going to be able to hold the bump out of the corner? Yes, he does. Here they come down the backstretch. They only have 3 laps to go. It's going to be side-by-side racing.
You got 3 wide right at the front.
Yeah, and the 48 is trying to figure out where he wants to go. He had made an evasive maneuver all the way up to the top lane, and he is. Oh my goodness! There's a big one. Oh my goodness! Wow. Couple big-time drivers. 48 is already going to be right there by the pits. We're going to have to go and take a look at that because that was all chaotic. And let's see who started that crash. Ooh, we're not even on the right car. Let's I see the 8 right there. Look who has the lead right now. And that kind of started with the 43. So we're going to stop it right there. We're going to find the 43 on our little ticker. There he is. Nope, that wasn't 43. 343. There we go. And we are going to play it right here. And let's see exactly what happened. 5 going to be all the way up towards the wall. You got DJ Madison right there. 24. So 5 going to come down. Oh, my goodness. Look at how far the 5 come down. Got into the 29. 29 automatically went up towards the track. Robert Duvendak going to be involved. And 48 is going to be involved. John Bell is going to be involved. 9 is going to get a little bit more. 48, it took a door slam. Doesn't look like a lot of damage on that 48. 37 of Joseph Fogg's going to be involved. DJ Madish. But look who's in the lead. 31 of Joey Hickox. Now, Kenneth Redinger, he is really good on these restarts. He is going to be, I believe, starting in 3rd. But we'll go live.
I got him as 2nd on my SDK.
Got him as 2nd. Yep, you are absolutely correct. Russ Hancock did not pit, so he doesn't have a lot of damage to that car, I don't believe. But if he does, he's going to have a very slower race car. But look at Justin Parham. He is going to be right back up in the mix of things, and a lot of good cars are going to be starting in the back. Robert Duvendak is going to be in the pits. Does he have a fast repair left? I do believe so. Sean Wilder, he is going to be in the pits taking some 4 fresh feel goods. You got Fuzz Yater. He is going to be in and out. Chris Akers is going to be in and out. So this changes up everything. Now we are going to have 2 laps to go once we go back green. And you know what? Let's bring up our leader, and that is going to be Joey Hickox. He's going to be in Manny Ray Mafia's room. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. Got him. And let's bring him up, Mark. Mr. Joey Hickox. This is Richard and Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that caution came out, and you were barely scored the leader, and now you have the lead. Now, are you going to have, you're going to have the control of the restart, but are you going to be able to control what that 24 does on that outside of you?
No, man. Here, there's no sense in trying to dupe the second place car. You want to try to start even, so we'll wait for, the official green to come out before we go. Just, I don't have any more green-white checkers I can stand here. I'm about out of fuel as it is.
Well, hopefully this is the last one, but you got the 343, and that is going to be Russ Hancock. He is, part of Candy Shack Motorsports. Your teammates are going to be, pretty far back. You got Matthew Fritz. He's going to be still in the pits, and you got Jay Stenson. He's going to be all the way back in 13th. Do you have, some kind of ally up here to help you?
I mean, we don't have any allies when it comes down to 2 to go, man. So I don't know. Hopefully whoever's in it's just trying to push to win, and it's every man for themselves right now. But I know Kenneth's got a lot to lose, so I know he'll be fine as long as he finishes second and somebody running for that championship don't finish in front of him.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a fun race here this far, and you're only on your 3rd caution out of 94 laps. It's been a very fun Talladega race. A lot of 3-wide racing, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, it has been a lot of fun tonight. Just want to thank everybody for watching, thank everybody for running this season, and really just looking forward to getting next season up and going and come back and do it all again.
Absolutely. Well, I'll let you get back down to the booth or down to your chat, and hopefully y'all can put something together for a winning strategy.
All right, appreciate it.
Not a problem. All right, Mark, we only have 2 laps to go when we go back green flag. They are double file. They're coming through turn number 1. And, who do you have, out of this big group? You got a lot of cars that are still in very good shape. Who you calling?
Well, that's the thing. Are we going for a championship or just winning the race? That is the question.
I'll tell you what. Pick a winner of the race and a winner of the championship. How about that?
DJ Maddish.
But as for the championship, given how he's right there at the front, Redinger might be right there. Like, he might just go ahead and take it. Because, like you said, he's a rocket off the start. So he might be able to get that quick. And, it's only going to be a few laps left. So.
Yeah. I do agree with that. He's got a rocket ship, and he's got Justin Parham right there behind him. And if I remember correctly, Justin Parham is going to be, pretty much an alliance. Yeah, that's his teammate. So he does have a teammate right there behind him. So he's going to push his teammate to the championship win. The 343, maybe that's. Maybe the 31 has a little bit of help. You got Sam Boutwell, who's going to be right there. Jay Stenson is going to be all the way towards the back. So is this going to be our last caution? I don't believe so. But is that going to hurt? Is that going to hurt Hickox? As you heard him say, he doesn't have a lot of fuel left, so he may have enough for one more maybe. But let's see how it plays out as they are coming to the trioval. The truck is on pit road, and we are coming to the Geico restart zone for another green flag run. And our green flag is going to be out already, and there we go. Ooh, Sam Boutwell's going to be green. Sam Boutwell's going to be blinking in and out just a little bit, but we are green flag racing, and it looks like the 31 did wait for Russ Hancock to really get up to his back bumper. But look at that high line. You got the 24, the 19, the 25, and the 99 already lined up. And you got a 47 of Boutwell. He is going to be coming trying to help out that 343 and then the 31 on the bottom side. Is that going to open up the door for the one? Yes, it is. The one maybe coming to the rescue here in just a moment, and that is going to be Ronnie Morrison. Where is Jay Stenson? Jay Stenson is going to be, somewhere in the mix of these guys. There he is. He's going to be all the way up right there behind Will Weber. He is going to dive it down, maybe go down there and try to help his teammate, but it's going to be door to door for the top spot. It is going to be Redinger right there on the outside in that 24. Here he is. He's got a nice little run, nice little push from the 19 of Justin Parham. Justin Parham going to take over the second spot with Hickox right there in third. Will the 333 actually give him a push, but here comes Robert Duvendak. This could be our white flag is going to be, oh, no, wrong flag. Our white flag is going to be presented by Blue Ridge Auto Group, and that is going to be another proud sponsor of the National Online Motorsports Association. Well,
They're trying to get back side by side on that last lap.
Well, Joey Hickox is going to take it the 3 wide, and oh, look at the 24. He is going to try to slow down the 31. 31 almost tapped the wall, but he is going to have Robert Duvendak right there on his back bumper, going to push him as much as he can. 343 is going to be right there. That's going to be Russ Hancock coming through turn number 4. They are coming to the finish as they hit the tri-oval. It's going to be a Redinger right there in the lead. Can he get enough push from Sean Wilder? And it is going to be a photo finish. Oh my goodness, there's going to be a wreck. Wow.
Whoa, that's right on the line.
Right on the line. So we have crowned a champion as, Keith Redinger was right there in the mix. And we're going to go back and take a look at that finish because that was a crazy, crazy finish. And here we go from the spotter cam. And Joey Hickox did finish that sideways. Here we go, a nice little push from the 91, and the 43 is going to slide up just a little bit, but the 91 is going to come down, but it started in the back. The 1 is going to get taken out. The 91 is going to get the 343 a little bit of shove. Keith Redinger keeps that car straight. Look at Joey Hickox finishing sideways. We're going to stop it right there. We're going to back it up just 1 second. We're going to go frame by frame once we get the camera angle that we want, and which one is it going to be? It's going to be... I kind of like it. Let's go frame by frame. Somebody finished, I think that's the 19, finished backwards. Look at that. Look how close that was. The 343 of Russ Hancock and Joey Hickox, they pretty much hit the line at the same time. That is... let's see if our chopper cam gives it a better view. Chopper cam 2. No, not really. Let's go to Russ Hancock. That is going to be so close. Chaos right there behind him. What a great finish that it was. Definitely, indeed. Well, that is going to be one of the best finishes I've seen.
And that was a championship-worthy finish. I'm saying that was impressive.
Well, let's take a look at our overall results of the race. You got Redinger. He is going to be finishing as the champion, as the race winner in first. You got Joey Hickox. He's going to be officially finishing in second. Russ Hancock. He is going to be finishing in third. Sean Wilder in fourth. Sam Boutwell in fifth. Robert Duvendak in sixth. Justin Parham, he is going to be finishing in seventh. DJ Madish is going to be finishing in eighth. Jay Stenson is going to finish in ninth. John Bell in 10th. Take it away, Mark.
All right. Chris Akers in 11th. Will Weber in 12th. Joseph Fogg in 13th. Ronnie Morrison in 14th. Buzz Yater in 15th. Matthew Fritz 16th. Ambrose Kniebel in 17th. Mark Vega in 18th, Randy Bonomi in 19th, Robert E. Morrison in 20th, and Tyler Hurt in 21st.
Yep. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to bring up our race winners. And first one is going to be Russ Hancock. And let's see if we can find him really quick. And there he is, Russell Hancock. Move him up to the booth. I said the bus. Mr. Hancock, this is Richard and Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, what a wild finish that was coming to the end of the race. You and Joey Hickox was pretty much a sideways crossing the finish line, but he beat you by I can't even call it, a piece of paper.
It was close. I was getting a good run coming off the turn. Sean got up behind me and was pushing as hard as he could, and just not quite enough.
Well, it was still a good run indeed. As you know, this is really the first time we've been able to interview you. It's the last race, but still not a bad finish at all for that 343. And I got to ask, what would you do for a contact bar?
Pick up a win, hopefully.
Pick up a win. Man, great race, great racing all season. I came in late in the season, but I have seen your car out there. I've seen you run very well at the super speedways, and tonight we actually get to see that car cross the finish line on a podium spot. It wasn't for a championship, but what a great run that it was. Very fun for us up in the booth to call and to see you up there, fighting for the lead, and 3 wide. What a finish.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for the broadcast of it, too. And definitely got to thank the guys at Candy Shack that I've been running with this season. They've been loyal and worked together really well.
Absolutely. Well, when those podium finishes, man, you could give all the shout-outs that you would like to give. It's the last race. Give them all that you have out whenever you're ready.
Oh, that's it. I just want to thank the guys that have stuck with me all season long. We've worked together really well and look forward to doing it again next year.
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait to do that, as we will be back for the next season of the Super Speedway series. So can't wait to see what y'all can do once again, and for a full season this time.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Wow, that was quick. Well, we were getting ready to bring up Joey Hickox, but he jumped in the booth already, and here he is, Joey. What a wild finish that was. It was pretty much you were sideways along with the 343 of Russ Hancock. It was so close. We really couldn't tell who finished first, but SDK said you did.
Yeah, I got second.
Or second, that's what I meant.
Yeah, Kenneth got the win. But, man, I told him, I was like, congratulations, glad you won the championship, happy for you, but I'm really tired of finishing second place to you, buddy.
Well, it does happen. It does. But, man, that finish, I like I said, I couldn't even really tell who finished in front of who. It was that close. But man, 3 wide racing, it almost looked like you made a little bit of contact with the wall as the 24 was trying to control all 3 lanes, and but you made it around and you were able to battle just a little bit, but just didn't have enough behind you to really make it happen. But a second place finish, not too bad. Get to talk to you, just before the season ends.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. There's good momentum going into next year, and I had to run going down the backstretch, and I didn't know if Kenneth would just stay with Justin or not, considering they're teammates. But when I seen him go high, I was like, well, I got a big run. I don't want to run in the back of him. I could wreck us all. So when I went to the third lane, I just happened to see Robert Duvendak there. So you got to thank him. He actually pushed me on up here. So all in all, it was a fun race. Got a little hectic there towards the end, but that happens at these plate tracks.
Absolutely. Well, the cautions bring cautions, but y'all worked through them, and you had enough fuel to finish the race. So not a bad night for that 31 Flatwood Chevrolet.
Yeah, like I said, it was a good, fun season. I'm thankful for our sponsors, Manny Ray's, Flatwoods Hunting Club, Blue Ridge Auto Group, H&H Tractor Works, the Pit Stall, Blue Ridge Auto Group. I don't know if I said them or not, but I appreciate y'all for jumping in here. I know y'all had to come help us out mid-season, start broadcasting, so I appreciate everything y'all do. Want to say hi to my mom, who I know is watching. My dad's watching. So everybody who comes out here runs with us. Congratulations to Kenneth. He's the champion. Everybody in the top 4. Just can't wait for like mid-July. We can do this all over again.
Absolutely, can't wait, and can't wait. I can't wait to be a part of it once again and be here for the full season, so I can see, how everybody progresses through the season. But we're gonna have to bring up our champion. Would you like to sit in with the interviews and
Sure, yeah. Let me bring Jason up here too. He's the other owner of the league. We gotta get him up here. I'll get him in here.
All right.
Mr. Redinger, this is Mark and Richard in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, actually, you got Joey and Jason up here in the booth also, the league owners. I mean, man, we just wanted to tell you congratulations on the race win and congratulations on that championship. You ran a heck of a season and now bringing home that trophy. So that's got to be a great feeling for you and your team.
Oh, absolutely. It's still can't believe how that race played out, how bad it was going for the first 2/3, and then that ending. I got to go back and watch that ending and see how that played out to allow me to get up there. But it was a crazy race.
Well, you're doing really good in the Truck Series, and you're going to bring home a championship here in the Super Speedway Series. That's a lot of bragging rights that you're going to have. That last lap, you tried to control all 3 lanes, push the 31 up, and then it was a side-by-side battle to the finish. Like you said, you definitely got to go back and see that finish because it was a wild one right behind you. But awesome job, keeping that car straight and crossing over that finish line before everybody else. You definitely deserved it. But I'm gonna let Jay and Joey take the floor for a minute. Got you on the spot.
Yeah, it always sounds good on the spot right there. But hey, Kenneth, congratulations on a great season, man. You put yourself in position to win the race, and there at the end, you did a great job. I know your teammate was pretty much linked up and hooked up to you and helped you. So I'm sure you've thanked him a couple of times there. But
yeah, it's definitely my secret weapon.
The main thing is just thank you guys for another great season. Manny Rays, Blue Ridge Auto Group, just everybody that gets involved from H&H, Tractor Works to Whosoever South to Flatwoods to all these guys that come in and allow us to do what we do. We just want to thank all the sponsors and everything, and then Richard for stepping in and doing what he does and got the broadcasting going in the right direction. Happy to announce that Richard will be back with us next season. So we're excited about where this is going, and we're happy to have Kenneth as our SNS champion. And congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, Kenneth. I know you run a really smart race tonight. So you've done it really all season, dude. Every time we turned around, you was there at the end, so you knew how to handle this stuff at the end. So congratulations. I know you'll carry the crown of the champion, the NOMA SS season proudly, and can't wait to come back next season and see if you can't defend it.
Thanks, Joe.
Just like to add that we really hate Kenneth with a passion of 1,000 suns because he's so good. So if you could just not win, that would be great. But nah, man, just pick it up. Just congratulations again, man. We appreciate you and you and Justin coming along and joining the league. So again, congratulations, man.
Thank you. We're happy to be here. So.
Well, Kenneth, I'm going to turn it over to you and see if you got any shout-outs that you would like to give. You are the champ, so you can...
just shout out all to my teammate there. I mean, this wasn't just me just out there. It's it's a team effort to get that done. So without him, it wasn't even going to happen. So big shout out to him.
Absolutely, definitely teamwork. Teamwork is the best thing to have, that ally right there behind you. But, man, I'm going to let you go celebrate. We're going to watch that burnout one more time before we end this stream so we can get that on the stream. But congratulations on that championship and that win.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. All right, Mark. Well, what you got for me, Mark?
Well, not much. That was a very good race. Very good race. You had a pretty eventful chat. Everybody in the chat is congratulating Mr. Redinger. Redinger.
Redinger. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, but everybody was congratulating him. So congratulations, Mr. Redinger. You did good, man, on the championship. You didn't let DJ win, but that's okay.
It was definitely a well-deserved championship, a well-deserved, win. Right there with the teamwork that he had behind the teammate that he had behind him. But we're going to watch this burnout, and that's all I got for tonight. I want to thank everybody that brought that made this happen, that brought us in and allowed us to call these races. I hope that y'all enjoyed the rest of the season with the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network, and Joey was happy to say that we were going to be joining them again for the next season. So we're proud to be here. We're proud to do it. We won't let you down, Joey, or the rest of the NOMA series. We definitely won't let you down. But and the fans out there, we appreciate y'all tuning in and supporting our channels. Manny Reyes, Miss Nancy, thank you so much, and everybody else out there that tuned into the stream. So we appreciate it. We're going to bring you bigger and better content, and when it starts up next season, we're always trying to come up with new things to bring more value to your watching experience. So definitely stay tuned, and we will see you next season. But that's all I got for this evening. Hope you've had a great evening here with us, and hope you have a great rest of your week. But as of right now, we are going to call it a night. We're going to get ready for our workday tomorrow. So y'all have a great night, and we'll see y'all next time. God bless y'all.